Hello everyone, my name is Neha, along with my team members Anusha and Sai. For the Lab 2 assignment, we have to perform 7 tasks. I will explain first 3 tasks and rest will be explained by Sai and Anusha. So in the first task, we have built a sequential model to implement linear regression. So here I took Boston housing dataset and then I have splitted the dataset into training and the test one. Here I did some scaling and then I have created a sequential model with 2 layers. And I have compiled the model and then fitting the model with the data. So here I am using SGD optimizer, APEC value as 50, batch size is 64, and activation function is ReLU. So let's run this model. And I'm displaying the loss graph on the tensor board. So this is the last graph that we got for the model. Now we will change some of the parameters and then we will check its output. Mm, so in the first I have changed the learning rate from zero point 0.1. Earlier I took 0.1 and I've changed it to 0.01. So if you see on the graph, the loss has been decreased slightly as compared to the zero point 0.1 learning rate. Then for the second change, I changed the batch size from 64 to 256. And then observed that the loss has been decreased as compared to the original model. Then in the third, I have changed the SGD optimizer to Adam, and then observed that the loss has been increased. And then I changed the activation function from ReLU to sigmoid for the last layer, and then observed that it will decrease the loss. Then for the second task, we have to implement a logistic regression model, and I'm using the heart disease data set for this. Then I did some normalization on the data set to the range 0 to 1, and then I have created a model. And here also I'm displaying the graph on the tensor board. So this is the graph I'm getting it for the accuracy and the loss. So here also I will change 3 parameters. So I have already changed it and recorded it. So first I will change the APEC value to 20 from 30. So if you see, the loss will increase once we change it from to 20, and accuracy will decrease. Then we will change the batch size, which I initially took to 56. Then I will change it to 32, and then I'll observe a good performance. The loss will decrease and the accuracy loss will decrease and the accuracy is increasing. Now I will change the activation function I have used a sigmoid, so I will change it to softmax, and the loss will increase very heavily and accuracy will decrease in that case. Now in the third question, third task, I have implemented image classification model using CNN, and here I am using the monkey species data set. So the data set is available in the form of training and validation in 2 folders. So I am taking the data from this 2 folder and then creating a sequential CNN model. And then I'm plotting I'm checking its accuracy and the loss. So it will take time to run this task. So I have already calculated the output. We can see the validation and the training loss is decreasing.